Hey, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Trucker Will, trucking in like always, trying to make this money, trying to make this dough. And I just recently came across a video that Lil Sean Parks did not too long ago, and he just did a video today about it. And I went back and looked at it, and I was just like, wow, why am I not a part of that? Why did I not see it? And I just wanted to do like a response video, or not even a response video, just like to broaden awareness about it, because it's crazy. It is astounding how many kids, families, people, men, women, all of that are out here without place to eat, or place to live, place to eat, and medical care. You know, it's retarded. But we're gonna get into this more, so I'll be right back. Hey guys, thank you for coming back with me. I appreciate that. So, elaborating on the video that I was watching about truckers feeding the homeless, and really like diving into it. And as people, why don't we want to help other people? You know, why is it such a strain? Why is it like, ew, I don't want to help it? Like, why are we like that? And then, you know, you really watch and you listen and you think about it. Think about where you've been, the things that you've gone through as an individual, the things that you've gone through when you were young. You know, not everybody was born with a silver spoon in their mouth. You know, some people were out here homeless, you know, grinding and hustling just to make ends meet. And you start really thinking about how special you have it, you know, how good you have it. You know, we all be on YouTube talking about money and how much money is enough money, and how much home time, and how much money, $2,000, or I had a $2,000 settlement, you know, or I have a $3,000 settlement. And there's people out here that ain't got crap, yo. Don't even have enough money to put a hot meal on the table, you know, have a roof over their head. You know, they're sitting on the side of the road. I don't know how many times I've driven down in Dallas or New York or Atlanta, here in the ATL, where I see people homeless, not knowing where they're going to get their next meal. You know, I come up on Moreland, and there's a guy all the time standing out there rubbing his belly, asking for food. And you know, I could definitely get behind this, you know, truckers feeding the homeless, because it needs to be awareness. I'll put a video up, probably going to be up here somewhere or something like that, about the numbers of how astonishing. Now they're skewed a little bit back in 2016. It's only a couple years ago. But being able to give, you know, and if you really think about it, you know, trucking community, you know, I'm not a big YouTuber like the Guilties, the Little Sean Parkses, and the Trucker Browns and the Shooter Browns. I'm not a big YouTuber like that. You know, brothers only got like 200 and subs, you know, 200 some odd subs. But you know what? I can get behind that. And all 200 and some of the people that follow me, they're going to know about it, because it is something that needs to change. It's something that needs to be done. You know, something that needs to be changed in this world. You know, not everybody has the ability to get out here and drive a truck like we do. But you know what? We do. Do we have money to be able to donate to organizations to help other people have food in their bellies, kids have food in their bellies? You're damn right we do. You know, I think he named off a bunch of different truck drivers, channels that are out there in the YouTube world, that are major players in the YouTube world. You know, Guilty did he mentioned Guilty doing some things, and they had a little competition going, and you know, Guilty did his thing, and he's like, man, he gave him mad props. But you know what? It's bigger than them. They're doing it for a cause to raise awareness about it. You know, and I can get with that. You know, I found myself, you know, driving, and if I got, you know, extra food in my truck or something like that, I give it to, you know, the guy, you know, chips, soda, something. It may not be the healthiest thing in the world, but I'll give it to him, because you know what? God gave me the ability to get out here and drive a truck and support my family, but you know what? I can do a little something extra to support somebody else that might not be as willing or able to do it, because there's so many people out here. Our veterans, they get crapped on, you know, after they get out of the military. They get shitted on. It's like they're not appreciated. You know, the astonishing statistic of our veterans are not taken care of. People with mental illness are not taken care of. We just look at them, we walk over them like they're pieces of shit, and they're not. They're people. We don't know what their story is. We don't know what they had to go through and why they're in that specific situation, but we judge them. Why? You know, just because we can do something doesn't mean that we can't lend a hand. You know, lend a hand out or lend a hand up. You know, it's very, you know, relevant to what's going on in the world. And being a truck driver and being appreciative of the opportunity that I was given, because it can be taken away at any moment, any time, any day, any moment it can be taken away. But you know what? If I have the opportunity and the ability to give and to do a solid and be humbled, because it's so humbling to be able to give to somebody when you have the ability to, and not be a stress or strain on you. We make more than enough money out here, guys. We make more than enough money. You know, you may hear me complain about it or say my settlement wasn't good, but you know, that's because I have goals and aspirations and things that I want to do to be able to help other people, you know. But let's get behind it, guys. Truckers Feeding the Homeless. I will put the GoFundMe at the bottom here, so y'all can really like get behind this, you know, because it's something that is going on in the world rampant, and it needs to be addressed. Like I said, I'll put the video up in my next little thing. Y'all can really look, and it's got some numbers in there, and I'll be back. All right.
On a single night in 2016, over 500,000 people were experiencing homelessness in the United States of America. A majority of them staying in emergency shelters, transitional housing programs, or safe havens, and the rest in unsheltered locations. That, according to the recent 2016 Annual Homeless Assessment Report to Congress. Throughout the U.S., homelessness continues to be a national problem. The financial crisis of 2008 was a major contributing factor, as well as the lack of affordable housing, mental illness, alcoholism, poverty, and dysfunctional families. The National Alliance to End Homelessness estimates nearly 700,000 Americans experience homelessness on any given night in the country. As temperatures are dropping across the country, many homeless people are struggling to find a warm, safe place to stay, a roof over their heads.
We didn't have anywhere to go. I mean, we ran out of money, and one day we just found ourselves sleeping in the train station. You really don't want to fall asleep there. So you have to keep your eyes open and, you know, watch your surroundings, and it's just really hard.
I don't really look people in the eye anymore. I look away because I'm just embarrassed. I feel hurt on the inside. I don't feel like a man on the inside because I can't provide for my family, can't provide for my kids.
In the last week of January 2016, when cities around the country took a tally of their street populations, they counted a total of 549,928 people living in some form of homelessness. 60% of people experiencing homelessness were men, while 40% were women. More than 90% of homeless women are victims of severe physical and sexual abuse. On the other hand, 15% of the homeless population are considered chronically homeless, those with a disability who have experienced homelessness for a year or longer, or at least 4 episodes of homelessness in the last 3 years. The report also shows that 355,212 people experiencing homelessness are individuals, accounting for 65% of the homeless population, most of them over the age of 24. There are 194,716 people in families with children experiencing homelessness, representing 35% of the homeless population. But the most disturbing of all is that about 50% of the homeless population is over the age of 50. They often face additional health and safety risks associated with age, are more prone to injuries from falls, and suffer from cognitive impairment, vision or hearing loss, major depression, and chronic conditions like diabetes and arthritis. Among the U.S. homeless are those who used to fight for their country and now have to struggle for survival. About 8% of the homeless population are veterans. Washington, D.C. has the highest rate of veteran homelessness in the country. The interesting point is that 45% of homeless veterans are Black or Hispanic, and while less than 10% of homeless veterans are women, the number is rising. Research indicates that those who served in the Vietnam and post-Vietnam era are at greatest risk of homelessness. War-related disabilities or disorders often contribute to veteran homelessness, including physical disabilities, post-traumatic stress disorder, depression and anxiety, and addiction. Behind these statistics, homeless children may be invisible to some, but nevertheless the numbers are shockingly high. The National Center on Family Homelessness reports that 1 in 45 children experiences homelessness each year.
Guys, if you guys are still there, I appreciate you sticking through the video there. But let's get with this program, man. Let's get with this and donate, do what you gotta do. You know, any little bit counts. So truckers feeding the homeless can keep on going strong. It's already going strong, but let's keep it going strong. All right, guys. Hey, this your boy Trucker Will. Keep on trucking, guys. Keep that left door closed and that right foot down, only when it's safe. And like I always say, be blessed, less stress, and I'll see you out there. Take it easy, guys. Later.